very quickly. Okay, so for example, my eyes are very small, thank you, and I am a single eyelid person. I don't have double eyelids. So what I do when I squint is I'm doing this. Okay, so when you cannot see. A lot of old people, my grandfather likes to do this. That's called squinting your eyes. Okay, we call that squinting your eyes. Is when you make your eyes become really, really small. Okay, when you close your eyes really, really tightly, there you go. When you're almost closing your eye. Okay, when you're nearly closing your eye or almost closing your eye. Thank you, Patrick. That's a very good example. Now, what's the definition of hightail it? Anybody want to guess? Definition of hightail it. Anyone? Hightail is what? Guess. Leave quickly. Very good, Johnson. Okay, you can also say Elvis has left the building. No. No, you can't. Not really. Okay? Or in a hurry. Left quickly, leave quickly. Let's take a look. Okay? But before we do so, let's pay attention to this. Psychological meaning what? Things that are related to the mind and ways of thinking. Your brain. Okay? For example, she is still dealing with the psychological problems caused by the horrible accident she was in. Dealing meaning that she is still taking care of it. Okay, she is still in the process of taking care of something. Okay, in the process of taking care of something, she is still dealing with it. Okay, she is still dealing with the situation, dealing with the psychological problem. Okay, and usually the person you would go to would be either a psychologist or a psychiatrist. What is the difference between a psychologist and a psychiatrist? Simple. A psychologist cannot give you medicine. Remember, no medicine, because they are not a doctor. A psychiatrist can give you medicine. Let me write it down. Okay? Any questions? Does anybody have any questions? No? All good? Okay, good. No problem. Let's move on then. Now, the meaning of squint is to close your eyes slightly. Like what I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm closing my eyes slightly. You would call that squinting. Okay? And yes, I am squinting my eyes. Okay? Even though my eyes are very small, I'm very aware of it. I am squinting my eyes. Okay? For example, it was so bright outside that we had to squint to protect our eyes from the sun. Okay? We have to squint our eyes to protect from the sun. Or you can simply wear a pair of sunglasses. Okay? Now, what's the meaning of hightail it? Leave quickly to escape from something or someone or to get somewhere on time. Okay, simple. That's what it means. Now, does anybody have an alternative way of saying it? Anyone? Does anybody have any other suggestions or any ways of describing hightail it? Shun, very good. Okay, to stay away from, that's very good. But shun is simply staying away. It's not escaping something. Okay? Get out, hurry up, or you can say took off. Took off can also mean to leave very quickly. Okay? Now, if he didn't hightail into the meeting, he would have been fired. Meaning what? He left the meeting quickly, or else he would have been fired. Okay? Now, combating the fear of negotiation, or fighting the fear of negotiation. We can combat, we can fight fear in many different ways. First of all, we can avoid it, or you can simply say we can shun it, like somebody else said just now, okay? Like Jillian said. We can shun it, but this lasts only for a short period of time while, okay, or because our fears are a part of life. Okay, learning how to deal with your fear is extremely important, because if you know how to deal with it, you no longer have to run away from it. Okay? Now, this person right here is what we would call a gladiator. Okay? And there's also a movie, okay, with Russell Crowe in it, The Gladiator. Okay, simply a person that fights. A warrior. Okay, let me write it down for you. Now, any questions?